everybody. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Bree.
And I'm Evan.
And this is Reality Check TV. Here's where we discuss some of our favorite reality shows to watch together as a couple. So if you love reality TV like we do, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you can get notified anytime we post a new review. Hey, everybody! Surprise! You get to see us twice in 1 week. And we are coming with some new flavor, something slightly different, okay? So, the next few weeks, you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of us because we have a couple of new segments that we are adding to our channel. One being our weekly reality wrap-up. Yes, welcome. Welcome to the new segments. Round of applause, round of applause. We're giving something new, okay? So, if you are new to our channel, at the beginning, I already said this, this is where we discuss some reality shows that we love to watch as a couple. AKA, these are all shows that I pretty much introduced Evan to, and he fell in love with them, of course. He found them all interesting, and that's why we're here.
But they're very interesting.
That's why we're here, okay? And I've convinced him to create this channel with me, and here we are today. It's been pretty good so far. I think we're headed in the right direction. There are a lot of shows that we do watch together, reality shows included. But the reason why we haven't done any reviews for them is because they'll start off strong, and then after like a few episodes, they start to fall off. Like Evan loses interest. I would try to hang in there, but then I'd be starting to lose interest with some of the shows. So it just hasn't been working. So we decided to just do a weekly recap of all of the shows that we watch within a week. And anything that we want to talk about, we'll talk about it. So that's what this segment is all about. So it just doesn't look like we only watch like 3 shows. If anything, it really looked like, if you really look at our channel, it really looked like we only watch own shows, which is not the case at all. It's not the case. Like, we watch shows on other channels, on other streaming networks. So that's what this whole segment is about. We will be doing this every Friday, or release the episode every Friday at the end of the week. And again, it's a weekly recap. Anything to add to that?
They thought they were about to see us once a week.
You said what?
They thought they were about to see us once a week. Now they get to get 2 times us.
Okay, so for our first episode of our weekly reality recap, we're going to keep it a little light. It's a new segment. We want y'all to get used to it too, as well as us, right? So this is the first time that we have reviewed more than one show in one review. So, like I said, we're going to start off a little light. If you are one of our older subscribers, you know that we were on vacation for the last 2 weeks. So a lot has happened and premiered since we've been gone. So this week, we caught up on all of the shows that we missed. And let's start off with Married to Medicine. Okay, Married to Medicine is a show that I have been watching from the very beginning. However, it is new to Evan. Evan just recently started watching Married to Medicine.
It's different, but it's a good different. And when I say that, I don't believe did I start with the first season? Did we start me at season 2 or 3? I don't know if I did the very first.
No, we did the very first season because that's when Toya and Mariah got into a fight. That's season 1. Yeah. So yeah, we binge watched that together recently. That was the top of this year? Married to Medicine, they have about like 9 seasons?
I was about to say 9.
Yeah, I think it's like 9 seasons. It's been on for a while now. So he's caught up. He gets it. He gets all of the characters. Did you fall in love with the show?
I'm not at that. I'm not in the love point, but I think it's pretty good. I like the dynamics. When I first started watching it, I had this pre-assumption that, professional healthcare people, doctors, dentists, they about to be boring as hell. That hasn't been the case. I have some, I actually have one of my favorite characters.
Who's your favorite character?
I love me some Heavenly. Heavenly, definitely. I love her mama jokes. Yo mama. I get a rise out of any time she does it. She needs to bring it back and stop playing. Can't stand Toya ass.
Ditto.
Simone talks like she got a microphone in her chest every time she talks. Quad is theatrical. Quad needs.
She loves theater. Yes.
She needs to write some quotes and get them, professionalized.
What?
Quad, she just always seems like she has stuff written already. Comebacks, speeches.
She got a copywriter. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
What's Heavenly's husband again?
Dr. Damon.
Dr. Damon's real cool, chill guy. Shout out to him how he puts up with Heavenly. He got to defend her a whole lot with the mama jokes.
Okay, so the Married to Medicine season premiere starts off with our introduction to Phaedra being a new cast member. Even though I know a lot of people don't like Phaedra, but Phaedra just holds a special place in my heart. Like, she has given me some of the most iconic moments on reality TV over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Between her and Nene, I'm just like, they will just always have a special place in my heart. And, shout out to Phaedra. She's my Scorpio sister. So it's just something about her. It is also something about her that makes me mad, too. It's a love-hate relationship. Only her and I can understand it. But I am glad, actually seeing her in the first episode, I am kind of glad that they did add her to the cast. Because again, she just brings something to the show, and I felt like it was lacking with something, and so I think that she fills that position, and she fills it well. But she's here because she is dating a doctor. I think he's a heart surgeon.
Cardiac surgeon.
Yes. We don't get to see him because they showed pictures of him, but they, put an emoji over his face. So I'm like, well, how long are we going to do that? Because the show is called Married to Medicine. But what do you think about Phaedra being added to the cast? Because also, y'all know I put him on to Atlanta Housewives. Like, come on. If you're watching Married to Medicine, of course I have to put you on to the OG show over there on Bravo. We have to.
I feel like Phaedra fills in a gap where it seems like only Heavenly was doing it. I feel like Phaedra brings the humor.
Yeah.
I feel she does bring the little flair.
Yeah. Because nobody was funny.
No, she brings a new light because both Jackie and Simone are not funny at all.
Yeah.
We needed another Heavenly-ish.
Yeah.
And we got that with Phaedra.
Yeah.
It's good to see her back. I'm just ready for her to start her shade train again.
I mean, she started. Like, what you mean?
Yeah.
She started.
Nobody's really pissed her off yet. So.
Oh yeah, she hasn't started that yet, but it's there.
It's coming.
So then we get the introduction of Sweet Tea. Letitia, aka Sweet Tea. This is Dr. G's new fiance. I believe they're married now, so his new wife. Because they're messy. The whole show is messy. Everybody's messy. Whoever thought that this was a good idea to bring Dr. G back with this woman, y'all messy. Y'all know what y'all was doing. Toya and Simone know what they are doing by trying to take her under their wing. Mm-hmm. It's all to piss off Quad. Mm-hmm. We see you. We see each other. We get it. I think it's corny. When I first heard that they were adding her onto the show, and bringing back Dr. Gregory, I just thought it was mad corny. Like, I was like, this is stupid. Like, y'all can't, this is dumb. But here we are. Miss Letitia, aka Sweet Tea, she comes on my screen and I'm just like,
looking like Goldie from Flavor of Love.
like what? Like what is what? First introduction, she lets us know that she slid in Dr. G's DMs and was like, you know, I can give you what you want, with a baby emoji, a black baby emoji. I said, oh, bitch, you thirsty. That's what you are. I'm not interested. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Let's try again. Let's recast once again. Because that shouldn't have been the introduction.
And to give y'all some info, folks, she claims that she's never watched this show, which is a lie. You did not randomly slide in Dr. G's DMs. You watched this show. You knew that him and Quad went through their divorce, and you slid them DMs for a come up.
Y'all, we're not gonna go scene by scene with any of these shows because it's just like a little quick recap and just tell you how we felt about it. Everybody on Beyonce's internet has already read this girl up and down since last Sunday. So I don't feel like I'm going to say anything new or say anything that hasn't been, said before when it comes to reading her down. If y'all watch us, y'all already know pet peeve number 1 when it comes to girl code. I don't respect women that disregard other women's experiences. This lady sat at home in Texas, watched this show from her country bumpkin town, slid into this very grown man's DMs, which is disgusting. Because, mind y'all, she's 31, she said. And I'm going to get to that in a second. But there's a 20-plus year age gap between her and Dr. Gregory.
Yeah, Dr. G, he seems not too hard to turn over, we must say.
Turn over what?
When I say that, like, she hopped in his DMs, he seems so amazed by that.
Well, he was saying that his DMs was blowing up after the divorce. Like, women was sending him naked pictures, videos of them taking showers. And I was like, ew, like, really? Like, really? Like, y'all were really doing that? I hope none of y'all that watched this was doing that. That is embarrassing. And Dr. G? What? Dr. G?
I don't even know how he got quiet.
Right. We was trying to figure that out when they were married. Like, so, like, what? What? It didn't make sense. And so for me, any woman that was hopping in his DMs talking about, I can give you what you want, is thirsty. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Not parched. She is thirsty. Mouth is dry. Like, I cannot. Then the whole baby thing. So come to find out, because y'all know Messy Heavenly has done multiple podcasts. She sat with Carlos. I know her and Quad and Phaedra, they got on a live. So they've been talking about it. It's been some messy shade going on. It's been funny though. But come to find out, the girl does have fibroids. And she even mentioned that in the first episode. And there is some complications with her being able to have a baby, which she knew before she started, talking to Dr. G. But that's the point, because you came into his DMs talking about, I can give you what you want, with a baby emoji, knowing that was also an issue in his marriage with Quad. Even though, not for 1 second, did you not think that maybe it wasn't Quad that was having the issue? It takes 2 people to create a baby. And he's in his 50s.
But, that goes even more to show that was a problem they were having.
Yes.
It goes even more to show proof of you watched the show.
Right. Right. They're proving that point too. But the fact that you came in and trying to, like, listen, the women that get into relationships with men and they're competing with the ex, whether it's the ex-wife, the ex-girlfriend, y'all are so lame and tired. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, build a bridge and get over it. I don't understand that. Because she even made a comment in one of the episodes about how, you know, I cook him his dinner and we use real plates. Like, I don't know if that was supposed to be a shade towards her, towards I don't know. But I just feel like every little thing that she was saying, it was to, like, throw a dig at his marriage, his old marriage. And that's weird to me. Like, if you are very secure in your relationship and who you are as a woman, you're not thinking about who came before you.
And she's not. You can tell she's lacking a confidence issue
yes,
at this point.
Absolutely. I mean, clearly you hopping in Dr. Gregory's DMs. Clearly there's a self-esteem issue. On top of that, girl, any bitch that moves into the old bitch's house, like, girl, all you did was come in and then put up some IKEA curtains and get you a little knickknacks to put on the coffee table from Home Goods, and then also just change the paint. You are still in that woman's house that she shared with Gregory. That is the ultimate no. Y'all, when we moved into this house, Evan had a big gray sectional, right, that he had from one of his old homes. He brought it to his apartment. When I realized that this couch was purchased while he was in another relationship, I said, oh, this couch can't come with us. This couch can't come with us. Why? Why?
Just like your TV, and that TV gone
too. Just like my TV. I had a TV that was purchased for me. That was a gift for me from someone else. Evan was not feeling it. He said, this cannot come with us.
My couch can't come, the TV can't come.
So I really don't play them games. Get rid of all of it. For what? For what? No, we're not doing that. Unless it's some, like, Gucci place or something. You know? Versace place. Like, you know, some, like, real, like, you know, designer shit.
Oh, that definitely wasn't coming from your past relationship. I will leave it at that. Not even close. I don't know, maybe some great value plates. Not from your past relationship, honey.
And I did mention she is 31. That too. The girl is 31 and she look 41. Listen, y'all. What I'm not going to do is what they continue to do, meaning Heavenly, Phaedra, and Toya. They body shamed that girl did both episodes. I'm not going to do that. Like, Phaedra made a comment about her not having a booty. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do that, right?
She said she was brutally challenged.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, at the end of the day, when it comes to body shaming women, it's for looking regular, because she just looks like a regular chick. I'm not doing that. Not because why? She's not all nipped and tucked like the rest of y'all out in Atlanta. Like, I'm not. No. I like natural bodies, and I feel like we need to go back to that. I'm tired of seeing that one look all over my social media, all over my TV screen. All y'all look stuffed and plucked and tucked, and no. So I'm not going to read her for that. But it's more so the way she carries herself and the way she's dressing, which Married to Medicine hasn't been the show to, like, bring us fashions, because Toya is extremely tacky. That's tacky Toya. Never has worn anything that I liked. You know, Heavenly really don't be dressing like nothing either. Who would be the best dress? I feel like the closest thing would be Quad.
I would say Quad.
That would be the closest thing.
Quad seems to be the most fashionable.
Yeah.
And then I'll say after her, maybe Contessa. Who
is not on the show no more. And yeah, absolutely not. Contessa was very tacky.
Damn, I just noticed Contessa's not there. Damn.
But she's very tacky. Like, Contessa was not the fashion girl. It's really not nobody. That show's not
Just
really
Quad.
known for it. It's just kind of Quad. And, I feel like Jackie dresses her age. And Heavenly's reunion looks have been on par these last couple of reunions. They're just not those girls. So I wasn't expecting anything like really like over the top, but it's just the way she carries herself is as if she is like in her 40s. Like she's older. And that's like, why are you dressing like that? That confessional look with the yellow, with the little bedazzle stuff.
She's 31. She looked 38.
No, I don't. To me, she looks younger than Quad. I mean, she looks older than Quad.
No, she does. But the thing is...
And Quad is like 38.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the girl's 31.
Yeah.
But, like you said, she looks older than Quad. And I'm saying she looks like she's 38, 39.
It's really about how she's carrying herself for me. Just look like, girl... Yeah, nah. Then we had a scene with them having, I think it was like their engagement party, and they did like a Western theme.
Texas Hoedown.
Yeah, and everybody comes to the house for that. Cecil was getting on my nerves. I do want to mention this. He was getting on my nerves with this whole like Dr. G, he done leveled up. Leveled up what? Like, what are you talking about? I think it was Heavenly that asked, or maybe Simone, somebody asked the girl, like, what is she looking forward to most with getting married?
I think it was Heavenly.
I think so too. I don't know. And she was like getting access to the money. And I was like, well, duh, girl, we see you.
Well, everybody went speechless. Phaedra's gold digger monitor was starting.
Right. Like, we see you, girl. Like, we already know. That's what you here for. We already know.
Mm.
We already know.
Gotta get out Texas somehow.
I mean, we also find out, or it was confirmed, that Dr. G and Phaedra had dated way back in the day, and they just remained friends, which we already knew. I think they mentioned that on Housewives.
Yeah, I think they
way did. Back about her being really good friends with Dr. G. That's how she knew Quad. Phaedra also knew Dr. Jackie and Heavenly before filming as well. She even said, because y'all know Phaedra still owns her funeral home, and Phaedra said that she did Dr. Jackie's father's funeral, his homegoing service. So I didn't really realize that she did have so much of a history with all of the women for the most part. But I'm also not shocked. Atlanta's very small, and it seems like all of them girls, everybody in Atlanta kind of know each other if you black in Atlanta. So wasn't shocked there.
So there's a scene in the hoedown where when we saw this coming, the ladies, after they asked Gold Digger about why she's here, what she's looking forward to, they have a little conversation about Quad, like she's not standing right there. But we saw that coming. Pure conversation. Oh, what's Quad up to? Whoa. And you could tell, Iced Tea, Sweet Tea, whatever her name is. You can tell she over there getting her feelings. Because I said, even she made a comment saying, I'm pretty much here now, blah, blah, blah. Girl, I don't know. She's going to be hearing it all season, to be honest with you. She better get used to it.
I mean, girl, you know why you ended up being asked
They brought you on the show.
Right. Like,
you're going to have many scenes with Quad in the room.
Stop.
Get it together.
My thing is even if we go with your stupidity of, I had no idea, about the show, or I'd never watched the show before.
That's a lie.
When you basically had the gift that most of us women and men don't have, right? Like, you were able, before getting into a serious relationship with a person, you're able to kind of see how they were, how they are, how they move, their background. Like, you get a peek into who they are as a person. So again, even if we go with the lie that you've never seen the show, well, you stupid for that too. Because once you found out he used to be on a show, why would you not go back and watch?
Oh, because she didn't care.
Other point, exactly.
She was targeting.
Right, my other point, exactly. So either way, girl, you stupid. Either way. even more forceful scene. She decided to bring Toya and Phaedra wedding dress shopping with her, which was so forceful. Because this girl, Sweet Tea, she also has a twin sister that we met in the first episode at the little hold down party. So you have a twin sister.
So yeah, Sweet Tea, because her sister's name is Kanisha.
Yeah.
Sweet Tea and Circle K. All right, cool.
So we ended up meeting the twin sister. She also had like a couple of friends that came to the little party or whatever. So out of that, and I'm pretty sure your mama and other family members, the only people that you wanted to bring wedding dress shopping with you is Phaedra and Toya. Forced. The scene was forced. So off of that alone, I was like not interested in what they were talking about. But they are just like, you know, they just making fun of her body, you know, saying what she needs to pad up. Like, I was like, girl, like what's going on?
You wanted to bring them.
Like, come on. Now, she did bring another friend. The camera goes to her, and Phaedra asked, well, how did you meet Sweet Tea? How did you guys meet? This girl said that they are in an age gap support group.
You know, support one another, be gold diggers.
So Phaedra was like, so it's like sugar babies. I was like, I mean, I wouldn't go far as saying sugar babies, but yeah. And then she's like, no, it's not sugar babies. It's an age gap support group. Because, you know, a lot of people like my age and older, women of that are older than me, they don't understand. They judge. She says people come up to her and it's like, are you okay? They don't understand the relationship. All of this other stuff. So these group of women, they come together and they support each other with dating older men. Phaedra's like, oh, so you need support with your old man. That's basically what you're saying. This is a joke. We get another scene with her at the table with Dr. Gregory complaining to him, saying like, you need to really help me with this wedding planning. He's like, I want no parts. You shouldn't be coming to me talking about the wedding planning stuff.
Because Dr. G feels if I throw the money, that's all I need to do.
Right. These are all the issues that was shown on this show between him and Quad. Mm-hmm. But again, your vagina is so special, so spectacular, that you thought that was going to change for you. Go off, girl. More power to you, girl. Just to ramble it off, again, not going scene by scene what everybody's been doing for the last year. You have Eugene. He's been taking some shots that Jackie recommended so he could lose some weight. And he lost a lot of weight. I'm not going to, read him off of that. He actually did look really different. He did look healthier. He looked like he just looked brighter, clear. I will say that. And, Toy is happy because they having sex more often because he has more stamina. You have Curtis. He out in the DR without his wife.
Paying for that put.
Okay.
He living his best life.
Okay, Curtis. Now you have Heavenly. Heavenly is going prom dress shopping with Alora, who, y'all, when they first started this show, she was like 6. Now she's 18, and in real time, she's already at FAMU. So that was a moment. I thought that was really cute. You have Toya. Toya finally got a business, y'all. She's now busying herself. Finally. It only took 2 decades. But she finally found something to busy herself. She's doing something with wine. So I think she got a little wine line that she's dealing with.
Of course it deals with alcohol.
Of course, but that works. That works. I've been saying that for years. She need to come out with some alcohol. That's her thing. That's what she know. Thank you. Finally, you doing something. So she had a little wine tasting at the end of last weekend's episode. That's when Sweet Tea got upset and was feeling away and told all the women to stop bringing up Quad. Mm-hmm. She ain't appreciate them bringing her up at their little engagement party. She ain't appreciate that. So yeah, Toya's doing that. They also talk to their sons. Their sons is getting really old too, but they still look like little kids.
Yeah, they do.
Because they're like 13, 14, or 12 and 13. But yeah, they talked to them about sex. They had a sex talk with them. Who else? What everybody else doing?
Let's see. Simone is still yelling.
Yes, Simone's still yelling. Cecil still looks confused. Cecil always looks confused to me. I just,
He doesn't know what show they're on.
He doesn't. That was it. That was the whole episode, or both episodes. That's how we felt about it. This sweet tea situation.
I'm just hoping that the further episodes this season's not built around her.
It is.
Despite I know it is because it's going to be built around this wedding.
Yes, it is.
Y'all have a glass of wine when you watch.
Listen, we gonna be watching.
Harder.
We gonna be watching, and we'll see. We'll see. Do you feel like they were good season starters?
The first 2 episodes?
Yeah, were they entertaining enough?
I kind of feel like the first episode was a bit of an introduction. When I say that, Phaedra, you got to introduce Phaedra properly. As soon as Big T, no, I mean
Big T,
Sweet T, Little T, mid T,
Big T.
You got to bring her on, as well as you got to kind of do a little roundup and kind of show what everybody's going on, what they're doing. Second episode, you're coming off an introduction. So I think it's fine how they have it right now. I'm just preparing myself because I know this is about to be circled around Sweet T and Dr. G. So let me prepare myself for that.
Who I don't like, never liked Dr. G. So this is gonna be a ride, but we'll see. Okay, let's move on to the next show that we watched this week, and that is
Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yes, and I'm laughing, y'all, because Evan watches Real Housewives of Potomac. I swear you probably the only man, only boyfriend right now on YouTube that's watching and reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac. I'll take the blame for it. Just like Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine, I was like, okay, if you gonna watch that, I think you could watch Real Housewives of Potomac. So what did I do? Last year we binge watched that together. No. That was this year.
This year.
Yes. It was during the summer.
Spring. It started in spring, actually.
Yeah, because they have a lot of seasons.
Yeah, they have a lot of seasons.
Yeah, so yeah. So it's recent. And he's caught up. He is caught up. And he has opinions. He has feelings. I really didn't think that Potomac would stick. Married to Medicine, I knew would work because they're married to medicine. And there's actual doctors on there. And even though he made the comment earlier about it could be boring, I knew he would respect it because there's doctors. Real Housewives of Atlanta, I knew that would work because it's funny. And it was a lot of drama. And I think starting him, because I didn't start you off in season 1. I pretty much started him with the best seasons. And we all know the best season of Real Housewives of Atlanta is season 6. Argue with your mother about it. But once I started him with that, then he's like, okay, well, let me go back and really understand who these people are. Because he was completely in it. And Nene is like his favorite person on TV. So I knew that would work. I thought Potomac, you would give me a little bit more pushback with that. Because
I'll be honest with you. I'm more attached to Potomac than Medicine.
Right. And that's the shocking part. I was shocked.
I mean, you got number 1 that's DMV. It's Potomac.
Right, because he's from Maryland.
But besides that, my thing is, even going in before watching this, I knew who Juan Dixon was.
Yes.
He was a Maryland hero. I already knew about him. So that
really? He was?
Yeah, he was.
You said Maryland hero?
In basketball, they looked at him as like, he had a great story. He played at the university. Like, he was really highly thought of in Maryland.
Hey, my DMV people, can y'all check that? Did y'all feel that way about him?
But,
okay.
I think I got more attached to Potomac I mean, I find it funnier than Medicine, I'll be honest with you.
I could see that.
And it's the combination of the characters because, as we go down the list, everybody just has issues. You know, Giselle is so funny. She don't like Giselle, but Giselle is so funny. Ashley and that forehead boy. Candace in the shade.
Who's your favorite character or person on Potomac?
I'll say I have two. I'm just gonna tie them.
Okay, who?
I like Candace.
Okay.
And I like Giselle.
I want to punch you in the throat right now. Funny. There's nothing funny about this woman.
The funny thing is they let her start shit and run.
I cannot.
Because the analogy is this, y'all. Giselle could walk in a room, start some shit. Everybody's out there necks, biting at each other. And she walked right back out and ain't nobody say nothing to her.
Potomac has turned into one of the one shows that gives me such a headache. And I feel like I'll be ready to fight after watching this damn show. Like, I cannot. The whole good and bad hair crew, the light skin, borderline white women on one side constantly doing their dirt and trying to terrorize the whole cast is just something that is just, I just cannot. But what I will give you, Giselle ended up being the person that I hate the least on the show. Because the person that I hate the most on Potomac I feel like it's a tie. I feel like it's a tie. No, it's not. Ashley is the worst thing to come across my screen. I cannot stand that white lady. I cannot. I don't like it at all. I do not like that lady. Her and that forehead gets on my nerves.
Don't forget that Corona, too.
Gets on my nerves with her fake ass. She's fake, phony, fraudulent. She has gives nothing. I cannot stand her. The only thing that I could say about Ashley is that she is a part of the crew that gets shit started, right? So without someone like her and someone like a Giselle, you don't really have much, even though all they do is lie. Can't stand her. But who is next in line? Is the white lady Robin Dixon. Robin Dixon. When we talk about no uniqueness, nerve, or talent, shout out to RuPaul's Drag Race. That's where she really belongs. Nothing. She gives nothing. No storyline, no nothing. But this season, girl, the tables have turned. Because season after season after season, you have been up Giselle's ass so far. Making up stories, scheming, plotting on other people's stories and drama and their marriages and their families. Now look at you, girl. Meanwhile, the whole time, you and your roommate have been going through. Let's talk about Robin. That's the only reason why we're talking about this show. Let's talk about Robin. Robin. Girl, just like with Married to Medicine, at this point, because Potomac came on Sunday night, or it comes on Sunday nights. So at this point, the internet streets have already dragged you. Right? They have already tore you up. They've been tearing your ass up since the beginning of this year when you and that evil woman decided to get on y'all's podcast that don't nobody listen to. And you revealed to us that Juan was over here paying for hotel rooms for women. Right? They've been dragging you since then. I mean, honestly, they've really been dragging you since you hit our screens. I mean, you are an easy read. Like, Robin is a very easy read. She is just, I can't. But, girl, at this point, it's just sad.
I mean, because Juan is a saint, you know? She treats him like, you know, he's the Pope.
For them to open up talking about the rumors and the incident with the white lady from Canada. Here go Juan talk about, I'm just such a good person. I was looking out for someone. I mean, I be giving money out to the homeless because I'm just such a good person. That's the only thing I learned from all of this is just I can't be nice. And Robin's sitting there eating it up. Juan could come home and tell Robin that, like, he could be late, right, for dinner for a date. And she can be like, you know, what had happened was Santa came and I had to help him out because Rudolph and them, they was tired. So I had to go get some water for them. And then what the Easter Bunny was like, oh, what's up? And so like I was rapping with him and he could tell this lady anything. And she will believe it, eat it up, and then tell us about it.
Well, Juan, were you able to bring water to the reindeers? Were you able to deliver all the presents to little Timmy?
I believe it because the story is so ridiculous. Juan would just like never just you know, make up something so stupid. Girl, you sat here and you plotted and you schemed for seasons right along with your road dog Giselle. The whole time this man has been cheating on you. And let me take that back. He's not cheating on her. That is his roommate. This whole time, he has been out in these Potomac streets with a woman that does look like Karen. So this whole time, Karen was telling the truth when she said that he was out in Georgetown with a woman that looked like her. She wasn't lying. That's the real gag. That's what I was able to take away from this episode. That Karen really was not lying. Because the girl does look like Karen. Like a younger version of Karen. That girl looks more like Karen than Karen's own daughter.
I haven't seen the girl.
You haven't seen Coach Bree? Coach Bree, a.k.a. Brianna. Lo and behold, we got the same name. That's, I guess, one of Juan's old co-workers, because y'all know he don't work at the school no more. But yeah, they call her Coach Bree. That's who she was talking about when she was talking to the ladies.
Oh, I know. I've just never seen her.
Yeah, she looked like a younger version of Karen. Really high yellow, got a mole on her face this whole time.
And I find it funny too, because Juan, when he was talking about her and the laundromat and stuff.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, Juan been down at the laundromat. He's down at the nail salon. He was down at the Kroger. He was down at the...
Because, you know, he had the nerve while sitting with Robin, and it looked like they're in the kitchen. You know, he was just saying, you know, he was very, you know, giving Coach Bree her flowers, talking about how gorgeous and attractive she is.
I mean, she's an attractive woman, right? And he was like, yeah, I mean, people say she looks like me.
And here go Robin. People say, like, what?
She's like, yeah, people say she looks like me. And here go, and Juan look like,
no.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yep, still going. Still going. Still going.
Yo, like, Robin, I can't even, like, it's not fair to read you. It's not fair. It's easy. Like, it would, at this point, it's just bullying. At this point. It's not. I mean, unless you start running your mouth, because that's Robin's freaking problem. So I'll probably change my mind, like, next episode. But I know for a fact that man has been in that house, I mean, giving her the business for years. I know it. Juan, since day one, since we was introduced to him, he has never seemed like he even likes Robin.
He seems stuck because of kids. I
think it's something beyond just that. It's like, come on, this is 2023. Like, I feel like that whole excuse, no. I don't know what it is, but he does not like that lady. And I think that all cheating is bad, but it's even worse when you are the type of man to have whole affairs and to cheat on your wife. And I know for a fact, like, he be, like, making fun of her with the other ladies. Like, I know that. Like, I know he talks. I know he has no respect for her. in any capacity. And that part is really sad because every time he gets a chance, he is like throwing digs at you. Like he's making fun of you. Like I just feel like he comes in the house, he's like, what lie can I tell her today that she'll believe?
And y'all, to give y'all context too, Juan makes a comment about losing his job as Coppin State's basketball coach.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to talk about he lost his job because of performance by the team. Negative. When really, in college sports, anytime there's any form of sexual assault or any form of sexual misconduct or anything, as a coach, you're going down. Because the number one rule in college is anything that goes on in your team, as the head coach, you're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to know everything that goes on.
Which he did.
And you're supposed to be able to take accountability and responsibility and to fix things that are going on.
Allegedly.
And not turn a blind eye. So, like I said.
And he did just that.
Juan got fired. And I'm pretty positive that will be his last job.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say that because the assistant coach that is accused of doing all of these acts, he had past sexual assault allegations before they hired him. So I wouldn't be too quick to say that. But what I will say, for Juan in the first episode to say that they fired him because they weren't winning games and talking about how much he just loved his boys and they're always getting the good guys.
Yeah. You didn't seem to protect. Yeah, never mind. We're not going down that road.
So the three people on this show that I dislike, Giselle, Ashley, and Charisse, they decide to do like a little intervention with Robin. Did you try to be like, girl, what's going on? What's going on? Tell us what's happening. And Robin is, what that whole intervention showed to me is that Robin is in complete denial and she's actually okay with where she's at. I will say this. I was able to do what I feel like most people aren't. I do not like Giselle. But when she's right, she's right. Right? She is the person out of everybody, she's the one to me that can be right once in a while. Right? A broken clock can be right twice a day, and that is Giselle. And I appreciated her energy in this moment when talking to Robin. I appreciated Charisse's energy when talking to Robin because these are women that have been there. And when Charisse was talking about her experience with Eddie and that divorce, like, we was there. The cameras was there. We saw the bad wig. We saw her crying and going through the emotional turmoil that she was going through with that man. He was cheating on her. He was out here in these streets for real, for real. And she kept making excuses for him. And we know Ashley, like her and that white man. So these are all men or all women that were married to men that constantly disrespected them for years. And yet they are trying to level with you, meet you where you're at, and letting you know, hey, we want the best for you. Robin's whole thing is like he wasn't doing anything and blah, 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 making excuses for him. But like Ashley said, it's the optics of it all. Because even if he isn't, we'll play that stupid game with you too. But we know he is. But if he isn't, why are you in the nail salon? Why are you at the laundromat with women? Why are you doing that? Regardless of you knowing the girl or not, it's the way it looks. And if he really cared about you a little bit, just a little bit, he wouldn't even put himself in compromising situations like that. But he has no respect for you. And this whole like, oh, I don't care. And like, what am I supposed to tell him? Like, he can't live his life. Like, all of that, girl, that is your husband.
I don't know. Robin had a sense of, when she came sitting in front of the ladies, she had a sense of looking very uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. When I say that, Robin's so used to being on the other side of always critiquing other women of their marriages or shit that they have going on. But that karma was going to come back around for your turn. And it's pretty unfair that you're trying to run out the exit door instead of facing the fire. Pretty unfair. You got your so-called best friend and podcast mate Giselle trying to talk to you and tell you about what she's seeing and blasey blasey, and you still can't take it. Like, you always want to be the one to dish out, but you can't take when others need to say something to you.
When she said the line, I think Sharice asked her, "Are you happy? Or do you do you have your joy or whatever?" And she said her joy was taken, but it's not Juan's fault.
It's 100% Juan's fault. Not once did she say while talking there did she put any blame on Juan.
Not one time.
It's either people with the rumors. It's everybody else but King Juan.
Right.
They made him go out there and buy a hotel and rent a hotel room for a woman from Toronto.
Right.
They had him go to a laundromat and a nail salon with another woman in broad daylight.
She's like, I knew about the woman in the picture. That's Coach Bree. I know Coach Bree and all this. I'm like, girl, you missing the point. I don't care. None of that matters. None of that matters. We're talking about the way it looks and the fact that he constantly is disrespecting you. Constantly out here in these Potomac streets.
And then, Robin said to Giselle, like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to yell at him? Do you want me to get mad? It's like, no, what they're asking you to do is face this man and acknowledge what he's doing and do something for yourself for once.
What Giselle said to her exactly was protecting and putting the woman that she is today first. Protecting the woman, protecting who she is, protecting yourself. That should be the ultimate goal. Making sure that you are living your best life. And that's what Giselle was. And again, I really did feel like that was coming from a genuine place. And like I said, Sharice was talking about her past marriage with Eddie. Ashley was talking about her foolishness. And Giselle was talking we all know Giselle know.
I know she made a comment too talking about everybody's just trying to break us up. No, Juan is trying to break y'all up with his actions.
Right. I definitely think he's the type of man where it's like he's not going to break up with you, but he's going to do as much as he possibly can so you can leave him. He don't like you, girl. That looks like he does not like you.
They were like high school sweethearts, so he's just
That is his sister. That is his sister. That is his homegirl from another mother. Like that's just what it is. There's no type of chemistry between the two. He does not like her, and it's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. Poor thing.
Robin, the spotlight's on you this season.
Poor thing. As much as she want to deflect and put it on other people.
Yeah, but she can't do that this time. Because even Giselle's not letting her do that.
Right. But she is so confused at why Candace is so mad with her. After y'all try to align her husband all last season and make up lies when you had shit going on in your own backyard. Nah, girl. No, it's not happening. Last thing that I want to mention for Potomac, Ashley is another one where she has been able to get away with flat out lies, like actual lies as storylines. I don't know what y'all believe, but for not 1 second do I believe that her and Michael are getting a divorce. I don't believe it. I don't know who's buying that shit, but I'm not buying it. You're doing this, number one, so you can have your storyline. That's one. Two, we also know whether it's Bravo not wanting to deal with the backlash of having an actual predator filming on the show, or the fact that Michael doesn't want to be held accountable for all of his shit that he does on and off of the show.
Right.
But regardless, he's not there. He doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to film. Not for 1 second do we believe that you are divorcing this man. I don't believe it. It's fake and it's fraudulent. It's stupid. And I don't appreciate it because she's been able to get away with that for the last 3 seasons. And I'm not here for it. Just like her husband, her nasty husband was able to get away with all of the crap that he was doing on the actual show. So I cannot stand Ashley. I don't like her. She's messy. She's a liar. Another one there's nothing special about Ashley to me. Nothing. She's just messy. That's why she's on a reality show. That's it. She gives nothing to me. Yeah. I don't like her. And we see that happening because we all know what do they want to do in order to try to distract us with the fact that they have had multiple incidents on this franchise with colorism. And they have been accused, and we believe that they are colorists. They decided to stir up a new storyline with adding this new girl on here, Neka. I want to say Neka. Mm-hmm. Adding her, who is very pretty, by the way. I don't know this lady yet, but she's a very pretty woman. She seems like she's very accomplished. I liked her energy. I think she would be good for the show. However, I'm treading lightly because you are friends with Ashley. So anybody that's friends with Ashley, of course, we're going to be a little skeptical. But not really have anything to do with who she is as a person because we don't really know her yet. But the fact that they brought her on the show to prove that they are not colorists, I see right through it. Like, we see what you're doing. We know at the beginning of every season before you guys start filming, you, Giselle, Robin, now Mia, y'all have y'all's little dinner. Y'all meet up to talk about who you guys are going to align for the upcoming season. What lies you're going to create for the upcoming season. We know that that's what y'all do. Y'all been doing it since Monique was on the show. So, miss me with that. I see what y'all are doing. And Ashley wasted no time because in the end of episode 2, this Neka girl, she is also African. She's an African woman. Ashley pulls Wendy aside at the end of episode 2 to try to stir up some mess and to create an instant divide between Wendy and the new girl. Like I said, they're both Nigerian, both accomplished, beautiful women, and in any other circumstance, they would be friends. I mean, as soon as Neka came to Ashley's house, because Ashley ended up having like a housewarming or whatever. As soon as she got there, Wendy was, and the girl, like, they seemed like they were vibing. You know, Wendy had to correct everybody on how to, correctly pronounce that girl's name. And they were like, there was chemistry there. And then here goes Ashley. Oh, Wendy, can I talk to you inside for a second? She pulls her inside. The first thing that she tries to do is say that, I met with Neka and I told her that you were a doctor, and she did kind of give like a little bit of a weird response. She kind of was like, what kind of doctor? And like, is she a doctor of philosophy? When the tapes rolled back, she asked a very innocent question. Oh, what kind of doctor is she? Is it a medical doctor? And she was like, no, she has her PhD. Oh, okay, so a doctor in philosophy. That was it. It didn't seem like there was no shade there. She was asking a question. But Ashley turned it around, made it messy. Once we realized that when she realized that Wendy didn't take that bait, she was like, okay, let me try something else. So she said, then it was brought up about, I guess there were some headlines about, your family being, I want to say y'all.
Being shunned.
Because, forgive me, I want to say it's pronounced as Ebru. That's the name of, I guess, the tribe or
but I thought
the people that are shunned from the culture.
Well, I thought it was something like Osu.
Maybe Osu.
I thought it was Osu.
Maybe Osu. Maybe that's what it is. I wrote it down, but I didn't. I should have wrote out the pronunciation. But she then brings that up. This scene was so uncomfortable because it felt like a white lady talking to this African woman about her culture and trying to put the two women against each other, and not shit about their culture. That made me uncomfortable. And then, I would never do anything like that.
And then, y'all, it was so bad that production even asked Ashley a question in the interview room.
Yeah.
What did he say again?
He said, why did you make it seem like NECA, like, was basically being messy, or she was the one that brought up the rumors when it was Ashley.
And then Ashley in the confessional started laughing, chuckling, blaming it on the alcohol.
Right. Like, Ashley is a menace, and y'all continue to let Ashley get away with shit, and I don't like it. I cannot stand that girl. It was just so messy, and it really did feel like this white lady just inserting herself in some shit that she knows nothing about. I don't know nothing about it. I was trying to tread lightly here, trying to even explain it to y'all about their culture and people being shunned and all of that stuff. I don't know nothing about that. I, as a Black American woman, would never have that conversation with an African woman about her culture and what another African woman said. That has nothing to do with me. Like, it was just uncomfortable. And you could tell she didn't know what she was talking about, because Wendy kept, like, correcting her on the terms and just, like, what it means. And Naneka did the same thing when they flashed back to when they had their lunch. And she said none of the things that Ashley is claiming. And so the whole episode ends with, of course, Wendy feeling like this new girl coming in and talking about her family, talking about her career, like all of that. And none of that is true. And it all starts from Ashley and her forehead. And I don't appreciate it.
And, hopefully I'm hoping that NECA, I think that's how you say her name.
I think it's
I'm hoping that NECA and Wendy actually have a sit down and can actually talk through this, because it's way too early for the fake beef,
right?
Especially when both of them are being told two different things,
right? So
hopefully that's something both of them can meet up with.
They are both educated women. They both seem to have a lot of class about themselves. In any other circumstance, there's no reason why they wouldn't be able to just talk,
right?
And be like, hey, Ashley told me you said these things, and it made me uncomfortable, and you go from there. But I see what y'all are doing. They're up to their old tricks.
Well, they somewhat are, because you said, them meeting at a table trying to figure out who we're targeting this season. Obviously, that didn't happen because Robin's in the heat right now. So, I don't know.
That's only going to go but so far. You know good and well. Like, Giselle we going to get these first few episodes of them talking about the Robin stuff. But they're not going to bring it up no more. It's going to be protect Robin. Because even when it came to the Karen thing, because Giselle's going to tell Karen that she should apologize to Robin. And I'm like, apologize for what? Because Karen is one of those people, too. Season after season after season, she has been the target of Giselle and Robin. And really, Robin has been coming at Karen for seasons. I feel like Karen and Giselle have a different type of relationship, them frenemies things, but Robin wants to always stick her nose into stuff. And again, look at what you're dealing with. And I feel like Karen has kept it real cute with her until she couldn't take it no more, which was last season. So no apology needs to be given. No. Well, that's it, guys. That is our first episode of our weekly reality show recap. We just gonna stick it with those two shows, like I said. Next week, we'll add a couple of more shows, if they're interesting, that we watch throughout the week. But I hope you guys liked it. Let us know down in the comments if there's any other shows that you guys recommend and you want us to talk about or you want us to watch, and we can reconvene next Friday and let y'all know how we felt about them. But y'all flood them comments. Let us know.
Be sure to watch the news episodes as they come, because y'all know we're going to watch and review, as always.
Yes.
But we do appreciate y'all riding with us on this first new segment we have.
Yes.
And thank you for joining us on another ride with Reality Check TV. Send them out.
Bye.